What's the most unapologetic, messed up thing you've done at a gaming table?
My life. My entire life.
Same.
Where do I start, guys? Where do I start?
Didn't use a coaster.
Ugh.
Oh.
There was one we did a while back where some guy put a cup of tea or coffee down on top of the guy's books. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Fuck me.
Do you have no shame? No shame.
My current character in Vampire the Masquerade is a serial killer. I've killed dozens of people, but I specifically murdered 4. 2 of them I went through the process of removing all their skin, organs and soft tissues so I could scrimshaw and encrust their skeletons with jewels, so that they were beautiful in death rather than just the bones of a carjacker and a meth head. These bones I make into blasphemous art sculptures. I specifically look for lesser people. Homeless, drug addicts, mentally ill, other criminals. Okay, Dexter. One of the works I just destroyed because it didn't turn out well. The other I gave to a Zimish flesh shaper, so she would take me under her wing and teach me her powers. I kidnapped 3 men. I took their unconscious bodies back to her and turned into subservient flesh horrors while I watched in fascination.
That's some really messed up femdom fetish right there, guys. I'm just going to put that out.
Most recently, I convinced another party member to massacre the other board members at my company while winging me, so I could seize control and use the financial power of the company to really start cleaning the scum out of Detroit.
I mean, like, honestly, this sounds like the best example of Vampire the Masquerade I've ever came across.
Look, it doesn't devolve to sex. So
kind of it does, but not completely. So good on you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's messed up. It's pretty bizarre.
But it fits the narrative. It fits the game. Well done.
I mean, I think this is one of the best examples of what was the guy that turned all the people into like lampshades and stuff.
Oh, Edward Gein.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And yeah, no,
there hasn't been a serial killer like him, if I be honest with you. None quite as creative.
Thankfully.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I appreciate this fella's ingenuity.
Yeah.
Good on you. I like to see that.
Someone said this is the kind of edginess that Vampire the Masquerade was designed for.
Yes,
True.
Honestly, it was.
Yeah.
It was. I actually kind of appreciate this more.
Yeah. Instead of just smut.
Maybe I'm just a bit of an edgelord, but I kind of think it's...
Maybe I'm just a bit of an edgelord.
Okay, yeah, I am a bit of an edgelord. I am an edgelord.
Imagine saying maybe to that. Fucked a mutant sex slave in Dark Heresy game in order to go deep undercover with the Beast House and avoid detection. We're not talking slightly mutated. We're talking, let's get weird with this shit, mutated.
Well, I knew the Coomer was going to come out sooner or later.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before the Coomer came out. But how mutated are we talking here, guys? That's a real question. Okay.
And that pause.
So what I'm thinking is, one hand needs to be all, like, instead of fingers, you gotta have like 3 foot long tentacles, like, you know, like salad fingers. Everyone remembers salad fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I imagine the body to be like a super mutant from Fallout. Even though it's definitely a woman, but like they just make them fucking jacked. With a big like Brock Lesnar type head.
Yeah.
Definitely some weird downstairs. I'm not even going to get into that.
Some weird downstairs.
Well, what else? What else? Okay, so we got tentacle.
It's going to be like that movie Teeth. Have you ever?
Oh no! Oh god, no.
Is it Teeth?
Megan, you went too far. I don't even want to. Guys, don't watch Teeth. I'm sure most of you already have. If you're in the
it Teeth?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Look it up yourself. I'm not talking about it. It's just not a cool movie, guys. It was back whenever everyone was kind of talking about. You remember, like.
I remember I watched it for the first time, and my boyfriend at the time, I remember telling him, "Oh yeah, by the way, down there, there's teeth down there."
What?
Yeah, and he's
You're
like,
dreadful.
And he believed me.
You're dreadful, Megan. That's not even a fun thing to do to someone. That's actually horrible. But no, if you want to go check it out, don't. It's back during that time period where you, like, you know, the Human Centipede, you know, like 2008, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Like the Serbian film.
Yeah.
You know, like those types of over the top gore fests, or just.
But go watch it, guys. It's a good movie.
Yeah, sure. Good. 10 out of 10.
Made a Nazi zombie character in a setting where I was partied with a Jew and some left-wingers. The expectation was that he wouldn't last long after a few sessions. He lasted nearly several campaigns and befriended the Jew early on over their love of 80s action movies and firearms. The rest of the party remained salty.
What?
What?
You know what? I like to imagine the Jewish fellow to be like, if any of you guys heard of, the Dragon Man? Have any of you guys seen him?
Draken Lord?
Yeah, no, not Dragon Lord. Dragon Man, he's like this crazy Jewish guy that like lives in the desert, and like, you guys just wouldn't believe it. You guys need to see him to believe him.
I've never heard of this.
No, he's pretty big on YouTube, so he is. He's big on Facebook as well.
I've never heard of
Yeah, he like drives about on like a dragon motorbike that has like machine guns on it and stuff. And he's actually got
Is this a real guy?
Yeah, he's a real guy, and he's got like the biggest in the US World War One Nazi memorabilia. Yeah, he's really fascinated by World War One. He's a fascinating guy. Yeah, I like to imagine that and Hirschnitz together.
Yeah.
I like the way that, like, you know what this actually is more like.
Friendship is powerful.
Yeah,
friendship is magic.
Maybe it was the friends we found along the way. Yeah, I like that. That's sweet.
Zombie survival RPG where zombies are attracted to sound. We're on a highway full of stuck and abandoned cars. It's the beginning of Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
We're on a highway full of stuck and abandoned cars walking our way back to base while slow walkers are behind us. A survivor is in the car with a broken leg. She's been living off groceries in her back seat, which ran out yesterday, and asks for help. I ask for her key fob to pop the trunk and pull her out the back. She hands it over. I hit the panic alarm, throw her keys in a ditch, and we leave her screaming as the walkers stop following us to eat her, and our base remains unassaulted. Look, the loss of one protects the loss of many.
I mean, it's pretty dog-eat-dog world out there when the zombies show up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm putting it out here right now, but see if they're gunning zombies, I'm not even going to try and survive.
I'm not standing it. I do not have a hope in hell.
I'm not doing them gunning zombies now, boys. I'm not doing them infected, like them, what do you call it? Like 28 days later type zombies.
No, can't do it.
I'll do Dawn of the Dead for like a couple of days before I you know what? Life without it, that's really not that worth it, be honest with you guys.
I'll do Dawn of the Dead or the ones from The Walking Dead, because they just dander and they just saunter, and like I don't understand how people, especially in The Walking Dead, get so like fucked up by them. It's like they're just walking. I
mean, like, the thing is, if they're running, you cannot outrun a zombie. I'm putting it out there. They do not tower. They do not sleep. They don't fucking running zombies. You can't fucking outrun them. It's like trying to say, oh yeah, I could totally outrun fucking Usain Bolt because
what would be your like number one weapon in a zombie apocalypse?
And it can't be like of course I'm just going
to I'm going to have an AR-15 or I'm going to have this or that.
Yeah, no. A makeshift weapon of choice. For me, I like to imagine a kitchen knife on the duct tape to the end of a mop stick.
Yeah, I'd probably have like a hockey stick sharpened.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But what would
and like that, and then like a machete, just in case.
You can't go wrong.
Or like a claw hammer.
A good hammer. Honestly, have you ever got a head over the head with a hammer? It's really not fucking fun.
No. But something like that, something I could hit them with.
Did you not...
Something long.
Tell them the story about you and your granda with a chisel.
I was like 3, and I was always around his ankles whenever he was like making something out of wood or whatever. He was a very handy person, and he wouldn't let me hammer a nail into a bit of wood, and I grabbed a chisel and whacked him over the head and split his head open.
She walked back inside. He was sitting lying there in the garden.
Absolute savage. Just 3 years old.
Not good.
Hey guys, do you like models in your tabletop role-playing games? 'Cause we do too. Do you like having big bitty waifus on your table? 'Cause we do too. We got human biddies, we got lizard biddies, we got orc biddies, oni biddies, cat bussies. We've got everything you want at neckbeardia.co.uk.
Check the links down below, it helps us out a lot.
Sorry for interrupting the video, let's get on with the story. This requires context. Pathfinder game, IDM it, homebrew campaign built on the Planescape cosmology and random encounter table. Player rolls up with a neutral good human fighter that has an obsession with lucernes, hammer on a stick. If that's true, that would be my number one weapon, a hammer on a stick.
Yeah, you can't beat a good stick though.
At level 5, he was gifted a short sword. He picks it up with his main hand. The short sword was cursed with an amplified curse, meaning unless a god puts in the elbow grease to get it off, it ain't coming off. This happens one session after he took weapon focus. Lucerne. He's been learning to live with it, even embracing it, watching the numbers grow, doing very decent damage, etc. Today at level 10, the party found a deck of many things. He was the first to pull a card. Flames. For those who are unaware, Flames makes a high-ranked devil fucking despise you and do whatever it takes to make you suffer and eventually kill you. Roleplay stuff, basically. Usually, keeping with the RNG nature of the campaign, I had him roll a d20 to see which archdevil it would be. Rolls Moloch. Now, lore-wise, most devils would be subtle about this sort of thing. Poison people's opinions against you, frame you for murder, etc. Moloch, however, is the general of the elite forces of hell. If there's one archdevil that doesn't fuck around, it's Moloch. So 1d20 minutes after Moloch develops a raging hatred for our friend, a Cornigan gate in 100 feet from him flies over, stuns him for 4 rounds, breaks his right arm in 2 places, snaps his left femur, 360s and walks through a hellgate which promptly closes after him. In 1d20 days, Moloch is sending another devil of the same power level or higher to just physically bully this guy, until either he dies or Moloch dies. This is all randomly rolled and corresponding to existent lore. Get on my level, fuckers. That's really good.
That is very good. However,
I really like that.
I am a big fan of the deck of many things. A lot of people hate it. Most
They
people
spice up
hate
the
it.
game.
They do. And honestly, the only time we've ever used it was there was a campaign me and Megan were playing. It wasn't going anywhere. It was pretty much falling apart at that point. So we're like, you know what? Fuck it. You guys get a deck of many things. Have fun.
Yeah.
And it made for an interesting session.
Yeah, an interesting end to a campaign.
It will ruin your game.
Oh,
There's
there's no doubt about it.
But I do feel like I wouldn't say no to the idea of like, okay, you can put the deck in, but you can always remove some cards.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you don't want that, the ballot, like, you know, you can always play about and fiddle with it and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
As the DM, you can always try and work with
what it's got, edit it, take out what you don't like, put in what you do like.
Yeah.
It's your game. Do what you like.
Got roped into a kingdom building game, and more or less was the one who did all the real management, number crunching, etc., while everyone else played ruler. We ended up starting a war I knew we couldn't win because they kept blowing the budget on stuff they believed the people and they wanted and what they needed.
Like, number one rule of being a ruler, you don't ever give the people what they want. You're the one in charge. Clearly, you deserve it.
And eventually I went full Belkia and nuked our own kingdom and the invading army as the last middle finger of defiance, while they wanted to run away and start anew. Of course they didn't know that when they mined Blightstone in order to build nuclear power generators. Me and some wizard said fuck that and more or less created a jet with air-to-air nuclear missiles and air-to-surface nuclear missiles.
See, that's what you invest in. See, public roads, skills...
Nah, just weapons of mass destruction.
Exactly. If it worked for every single dictator in the 20th century, it'll work for you. Trust me, I've played a lot of Civilization, guys. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm on about here.
Due to my policies, I was abhorred by the party, but due to my vast reserve of gold I had hidden along with patronising several bards, I managed to spin the narrative that I saved the kingdom. The rest of the PCs were deserters who forsaken the people, and more importantly, the nobility / merchants.
See, this guy knows what he's talking about. If you want to take power, the 2 things you need is the money class and the army.
Yeah.
Once you have them, don't matter about no one else.
Yeah.
And keep the party happy. You know, let's be serious. People always think, oh yeah, the peasantry are going to rebel, all that. They're not the ones you need to look out for. It's the other party members that are your biggest enemies.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the violent revolution.
Yeah. Now my character is the big bad evil guy, and my GM works in tandem with me as the PCs must now take back their kingdom by allying with the other kingdom they had declared war on.
That's good.
I love it when that happens. I love it when that happens in stories. I love it.
I love it whenever it all like forms together. Not when it happens in real life.
No.
Whenever that kind of stuff happens in real life, it tends to be pretty
on
bad.
Tabletop.
But in games, I do love a bit of player v player. I love the way, like, you know, a bit of friction and like, you know, it really weaves itself into the campaign. Why not? You know what I mean? Make the most of it.
I broke the wings of a harpy, gagged it, and used her as a pack mule. The GM then revealed that she had eggs, which I just took too. Harpies in reverse were pretty much talking dog level of intelligence, but still sort of fucked.
Wait. Just keep going. I'm already disappointed.
Didn't really realise how fucked it was until later when the eggs hatched and the mother couldn't hold them because her wings healed wrong. After that, I left the hatchlings with a church that owed us one for saving them, and I sold the mother harpy to a brothel.
Oh my god.
Oh, since I figured this is what harpies usually want anyways. Oh fuck.
Guys.
Morals, guys.
What was I asking for, Gully? Like, what was I thinking? I wanted to hear stories about, like, you know, oh, what's the most evil, horrible thing? Why is it whenever you add sex to it, and it, like, adds that another level of depravity?
Yeah.
I can listen to stories about, like, you know, nuclear war, catastrophe, famine, horrible diseases.
Murder.
Yeah, murder. It doesn't affect me at all.
No.
But whenever it comes to, like, sexual depravity, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's like, guys.
Yeah, calm down.
You disappoint me now. You disappoint me.
I once discovered the daughter of a nobleman was using a magic potion to make herself appear beautiful, because she was actually fuck ugly. I told the party wizard to cast the spell magic on her in public, causing her to be revealed as hideously ugly. She then ran off and committed suicide.
Is this Shrek?
Shrek without suicide.
This is like if Shrek was like an oldie day story.
An
oldie day story.
An
Okay.
An oldie day story.
Let's say Shrek is from like the actual story of Shrek's from like the Dark Ages, and the movie Shrek was like, you know, like the Disney interpretation of it. That's probably
Brothers Grimm.
Yeah, Brothers Grimm. That's what I'm aiming at.
Another time I was playing the only female PC in the group, and while on a ship we were hit by a storm. The ship's crew's priest said that the local goddess of the sea was pissed off about a woman being on the ship, because she believes all women on ships are trying to steal her semen from her. yeah, she is. So in an attempt to prove I wasn't trying to steal her semen from her, I grabbed a cabin boy, forced him to drink a potion of gender change, gender fluid we called it.
What?
Gender fluid.
Oh my god.
Do you get it? Potion?
Yes, I get it.
And then molested him to prove I was a
sake.
lesbian. Oh god. Apparently this worked, but was very traumatic for the cabin boy / girl.
Did the potion wear off?
Context not given.
I wish I had
extreme to prove a point.
I mean, you did prove a point, but it wasn't a great point to prove.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it was a priest anyway. That priest was looking dirties. That's what it was.
Looking dirties.
He was
looking dirties.
That's exactly what it was. Oh yeah. The priest. Yeah. So you see the god of the sea. It's actually kind of angry with you. So if you like sit and like get yourself off to like girls and stuff, means like.
She'll say, "Oh, sweet."
So, yeah, you just if you do it in front of everyone, it helps. You see, don't worry, I'll get the ritual ready. I'll start lighting incense and stuff. Yeah, sound good. Dirty old man was looking up.
Yes,
that's exactly what it was.
Be me, paladin. Be not me. Annoying warlock meme character whose only purpose is to make retarded jokes.
Megan, don't even look at me.
Interfere with the party doing
don't give me that look.
Interfere with the party doing anything serious and just do XD so random things.
Stop looking at me, that's not me.
Investigating the disappearance of a fisherman's child. We get led to graveyard and into catacombs. Run into a bunch of ghosts and ghouls. Main player rolls low on initiative, and the way the party is positioned, I'm literally the only one standing there to defend him between Ghost and 2 other ghouls just in 30 reach distance. Ghouls and ghosts on the other side are engaged with my other party members and have exchanged blows. Find my perfect excuse to abandon dipshit warlock, and on my turn I say that my character goes after the weakened ghouls, engaging my other party members. Attack, smite, kill, etc. Oh.
Please don't.
Oh, the ghost.
Aye.
And the 2 ghouls that were on my side are coming to attack Warlock. Oh. Ghost attack Warlock, and he failed his saving throw from being paralysed. Oh.
What is this? Oh.
I don't know. Ghoul attacks Warlock, and with auto crit begin
What the fuck has just happened? Right, I'm not cutting it. Let's just keep going. Come on.
Oh. Ghoul attacks Warlock with auto crit and brings him down. Oh, the other ghoul is attacking him while he's down because ghouls are fucking hungry and want to eat him. One attack lands, and that's 2 failed death saves. Wait, were they meant to say "oh no" the whole time?
I think it was actually supposed to be "oh no." I kind of prefer our version. Oh.
Oh no! Warlock failed his death saving throw on his turn. What a shame.
Oh, guys, oh.
Warlock player in sour mood, whiny and upset. He says he'll show up next session with another character, never ends up coming. No one blames me. No one knows I deliberately positioned myself so Warlock died. Get fucked, attention whore. Campaign still went smoothly without him.
Is this why Teal stopped playing, or stopped running that game on a Sunday for the Euro time?
Probably.
So he didn't have to play with me as much? Do you reckon it wasn't because he actually has a job and had to
and has like a family and stuff?
Has like a family and has to change his hours, and he was just like, you know what, James, I really can't stand playing with you, but at the same time I can't just straight up turn around and kick you. So if you want to play with us, you can just play it like 2 a.m. our time. Yes. If you want, 2 a.m, finish up at about 6 a.m. Yeah, you can show up to one of them if you want. Yeah, that sounds cool. Is that like a nice way of being like, James?
Fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
But look, I think that's where we're going to end it. There was a lot more worse stuff, and there was actually quite a few things we had to cut out ourselves because the channel's not monetized yet, and
we would very much like it to be.
We would very much like it to be monetized, and I don't want YouTube
we
to
do the watch time and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we got the watch time.
We're just waiting on YouTube to be like, okay.
Then you go.
Thumbs up.
Go ahead. It can take up to 30 days though. Yeah. And the thing is, if it gets rejected, then you have to wait another 30 days.
Blah blah blah.
It's one of those ones. So if you enjoy what we do here, if you enjoy our personalities in the slightest, even though I'm a pretty horrible example of a player, a DM, a shitty person in general.
I don't want anybody to think that we're ever good players.
I want to make that clear to everyone.
Make that perfectly clear. In the comments, people are like, we never thought that.
Yeah, that's true. I get it all the time on TG. They all call me a normie all the time. It's like, I'm not a normie.
You're a normie.
You guys are normies. I'm not normie. But yeah, look, also it does help us out a lot if you go ahead and check out the merch store. There's t-shirts, there's subclasses, there's models, there's big bitty waifus.
Big titty waifus.
I mean, like hyper big titties.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't want the titties out, there's options: have the titties out and not have the titties out.
Yeah.
So you don't get accused of being if you don't want to be accused of being a kimmer.
Yeah.
And also like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's only titties. Models are fucking cool. I'm just putting that out there. Like, now, our models
are really cool.
I think they look particularly fucking cool.
See, whenever they're painted up and all.
Oh, here, actually, I'll flash it up. One of the guys on the Facebook group posted these in. I think they look my pretty.
God, they look outstanding. I love really seeing our work done.
I love seeing shit like that. So, look, it does help us out a lot.
Yeah, so just head on over, check out the website, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell.
All that good shit. Yeah. You guys know how it is. It helps the YouTube algorithm.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I hate that. It's like, oh yeah, guys, and then you check out this and that. It's like, oh, please stop.
But as always, yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support of the channel.
Yeah, it means a lot to us, actually.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.